Hello everyone. If you are watching this video from the beginning, you're watching a recorded video of a live that I do every day. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, I do them at noon Eastern Standard Time because of my mentoring schedule. The rest of the week, I do them at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the live is when we go over the routines and the zone and the basic weekly plan. I am a former Flylady and I follow the Flylady system. I have my own little version of it. And I'll be happy to have you as part of our friends who join us. I love to call you by name and greet you. And on Tuesday and Friday afternoons at 4 p.m., we have a chat where we just talk about specific topics that have to do with the system. So what you're going to see in the first 3 to 5 minutes is me greeting everyone, and then I will hold up my planner like that, and you'll know that's the symbol, the sign rather, for getting into the actual meat of this video. So if you don't want to sit through the chat, you can fast forward to that part and you'll just be able to hear what you like. In the meantime, let me greet my friends. So hello friends, patrons, and mentees. How are you doing today? And subscribers, Karen Prather. Let's see, let me go to the top here. Megan Cooper is here, Brenda Jones, Sarah L., and Connie Miller. Good morning to all of you. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, Laura Lobo, Sandy Gordon, Jackie Longnecker. Hi, everyone. Hi, friends. Diane with Empty Nester Travels. Vegan Mama Angela is here. Karen Prather, good morning to all of you. Good afternoon to Tracy Allen. Good morning to Kathy Jones. Mr. B is on. Brenda Jones said good morning. Wanda Campbell said good morning. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon. It's actually noon Eastern Standard Time. It's probably morning, the majority of the United States, and afternoon for me here on the East Coast and people on the UK. So thank you, Connie. Connie said your Patreon videos are so good. Thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. So how's everyone doing this morning? I hope you had a great morning. I hope you went through your routines and did them holding your own self accountable. I have some new videos that I'll be making next week for Patreon. One is called Wasting Your Putter Time. One is Getting Ready for Work. One is Completing the Process. One is Being Accountable. And one is a remake, Ping Pong Balls. And I see you, but I have a plan for you all in one. So those are the ones that are going to be on Patreon. If you haven't joined Patreon, please do so. It's only $5 a month, and you get those videos every single day, 5 days a week, not 7, 5 days a week, with no advertisements over on the Patreon channel, which you can put as an app on your phone. So happy to have you be one of my patrons and support our work there. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else anybody has to say. Hi from Kansas, Ruth Ann. Irene is here. Hi, Irene. Randy Cajotas is here. Hi, Randy. Sarah is still in bed. Hop up, girl. It's time to get out of bed. Brenda Jones says, okay. And it's afternoon where Wanda is. Connie said, it's 9 o'clock here. Routine's done. Zone done. Desk and planning day still to do. That's excellent. You're right on track. Hi, Mel. Actually, it's not Mel. I've forgotten your name, though. If you'll put it in here, I can call you by your name. Strange YouTube message telling me this video might be inappropriate for some viewers, and I had to choose cancel or confirm. What? So ridiculous. Sue. Thank you, Sue. I don't know what's going on with it, but whatever. Whatever. I'm sure nothing I say is inappropriate. So I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you chose to know that in your heart. All right, girls, let's get to work. You ready? I'm getting ready to give you the sign. It means we're going to go to work. You got the same message, Irene? That's so insane. I'm sorry. Here we go. Your favorite part. Okay, this is the routine for the morning. Get up into your morning routine. Make your bed. Get dressed. Wash your teeth. Wash your face. Brush your teeth. Moisturize your skin. Put on a little makeup. Fix your hair. Swish the toilet. Wipe out the sink. Put your dishes away and make a little coffee or breakfast. That is the morning routine. If you have other things that you do, that is certainly fine, but that is the morning routine. All those other things are not the morning routine. They may be part of something you do every morning, but this is the morning routine. It will never change until you're too feeble to do it. This is the morning routine. Your house can change, your pet status can change, your family status can change, but this routine will never change. So that's what I want you to do. Okay, Then we got to do, if we've got kids or anybody else we're taking care of, we're going to get them up, get them dressed, have them make their bed, brush their teeth, wash their face, moisturize their skin. No, they don't have to moisturize their skin. Brush their teeth, fix their hair, and come on into the kitchen and have some breakfast. That's the morning routine for children. Also, what? Oh, put their towel up and make sure that they wipe out the sink, that they don't leave toothpaste in the sink, okay? All right. And then we're going to eat some breakfast. Everybody's going to, clean up after their little breakfast. And then you're going to jump right into your zone. And right now we're in the kitchen. So we have 15 minutes in the zone in the kitchen, 15 minutes to declutter in your kitchen. If you are the type of person who loves to see everything you have, then your clutter is everywhere, totally frustrating you and making you feel weighted down. If you are the kind of person, hang on. Did you hear any of that? I hope you did. If you are the kind of person who doesn't like to see your clutter, then it's all hidden behind doors and in the pantry, but it's there. So either way, there may be clutter in your kitchen, so let's get to it. You never want to finish the kitchen saying, I'm all done with the kitchen, it doesn't need to be decluttered anymore, if there is hidden clutter. So if your junk drawer is still junky, you're not finished. You know how I always say you haven't finished the laundry until you've folded the clothes and put them away? You haven't finished decluttering a room until every single drawer, cabinet, and hidden spot is decluttered besides the visual clutter. So you don't start deep cleaning until you've gotten your clutter gone. So don't think you're going to work for 15 minutes decluttering and then you're going to clean for 15 minutes. No. We're just decluttering, okay? No. That sounds so rude and I apologize. I don't like people to tell me no. And I say it all the time. And I'm so sorry. Okay, so then we've got paper routine. That happens in the morning. 1 inch. And laundry, wash it, dry it, fold it, hang it up, put it away every day. These are for at-home homemakers. For people who are not at-home homemakers, you're going to do your morning routine and then you're going to go to work. You might start your laundry depending on where you live, the kind of machine you have, the temperature, that kind of thing. If not, you're going to do your laundry when you come home, if you can, at least a load, and or save some for the weekend. You're going to do your paper every afternoon if you work, but in the morning if you're at home. Now, what thing do we link to our meal? We link clutter check. So we have 3 clutter checks, and these are routines. They happen every single day. 3 times a day, you look around your house at all the flat surfaces for any new clutter that has accumulated since your last clutter check, which was a few hours ago, or last night in this case. That's it. If you never have done a clutter check before, then start now. Say, this is my baseline. This is my baseline. I can pick up a few things that I know just happened, and that's my baseline. That's where I'm going to start. So when I go to my next clutter check, I'm going to clutter check to that baseline. And then once you start decluttering things, for example, the counter in the kitchen, then you're going to add the counter in the kitchen to your clutter check, because what happens is that cluttery people, like we tend to be, sidetracked people, have bad habits and don't know that they've laid something there. So you could be walking around with your tablet and lay it on the counter. And then you're walking around with your notebook and you lay it on the counter. And then you're walking around with your water and you set it on the counter. And then you're walking around with a microfiber cloth and you lay it on the counter. And then you're walking around with, some pens and you lay it on the counter. These are the things that are on my desk right now that I'm using. But you get the idea. Things get cluttered quickly. So what you have to say is, you know what? This goes in the drawer of my desk. This goes on my desk. This goes in my desk. I'm currently using them right now, but when I'm done, at the end of the day, I clear my desk. And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to clear your space. So if you're using the space, let's say it's the kitchen counter, and you're making bread, then obviously, and let's say you have to wait for it to rise, and you're going to punch it down again, and you've got the area that you're going to do that in, you can leave that because you're not through. Or you could wipe it up and do it again, put some more flour down there, whatever. My point is, once you're done, the bread is baking, then you clear it all away. You don't leave your stuff out there. You would take the breadboard if you had to use it, or the knife, or the dough scraper, or the bowl, or the flour, or the yeast, or anything you had sitting out, and put it all away in its proper places, and wipe the counter off, so that when your bread comes out, you can put it on the cooling rack, and that's what you have, and the house smells great, and you have clean, nice, fresh bread in that example. It could be anything. It could be making a salad. It could be making a meal. You want to clean as you go so that that area stays clean, and then as you walk through that room 3 times a day, you're going to peruse it to see if you've left anything on that countertop, okay? Or on the tabletop, or on the desktop, or on the back of the chair where you hang your clothes, where you throw your sweater or whatever. So look around and see, okay? All right, next is so we've done our zone for 15 minutes. Next, we're gonna go into our basic weekly plan. Today is Wednesday. It is considered a quiet day. That means that it's not a lot of physical activity. You worked for 15 minutes in your kitchen and that's it. There's no more physical activity. You've done a little bit of laundry. It's not like a whole lot of physical activity today. We're gonna sit, but first we're gonna look in the there's 4 parts to the basic weekly plan: food, finance, inbox, planner. So the first thing is the food. So you're gonna go look in the refrigerator. You're gonna take a wet cloth. Pretend this is a wet cloth. You're gonna wipe down the counter, the shelves in there, and rearrange and make sure all the milk and stuff is in one place, and the dairy and whatever, the vegetables are in one place, the meats are in one place, the leftovers are in one place, the pickle jars and jellies are in one place, those kind of things. And then you're gonna take inventory. Ooh, I need eggs, I need butter, I need milk, I need cottage cheese. Oh, I can't use this celery anymore, it's gone limp, darn it. Throw that out, I need celery. Or I don't need celery, depending on what you're gonna serve. Oh, I've got this leftover rice, I need to use that tonight, okay? I've got these leftover steamed squash. I need to put that in some soup today at lunchtime, whatever. So you're going to take note and clean it out a little bit. It takes just a few minutes. Then you're gonna open the freezer and look at your meats and your vegetables in there. What can I use for meals? Then you're gonna look in your pantry. What can I use for meals? What staples do you have in there? Then you're gonna sit down and create a menu based on what you have. And then you're gonna create a grocery list based on what you don't have to complete that menu. Don't forget to menu plan for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Now, your grocery list has to coordinate with your budget. Your amount you're spending has to coordinate with your budget. So now you're gonna look at your budget. Now we're into finance, the second part. Look at your budget and see if you're spending the right amount. Is that too much? Am I spending too much? I'm doing really good, I'm under budget, that's great, whatever. And then you're through with the groceries and you're moving into budget. You're gonna balance your checking account or your bank account. You're gonna balance your bank account. You're gonna pay any bills. Those are kind of financial things. You're gonna check your savings goals, things like that. Then you're going to look at your inbox and make sure there's nothing in there that needs to be paid. And when that's taken care of, now you've gone into inbox, the third thing. Now you're gonna check your inbox for activities. So besides the bills, are there any other things that need to be done? Do you need to file anything? Do you need to call anyone? Do you need to dispute anything? Do you need to put something in your planner? When you get to put something in your planner, you're in step 4 or stage 4 of your planning and desk day, planning. And you've watched my video on it, and Patreon, I have a recent video on planning where you look, and there's old videos on this channel, on the YouTube channel for planning, where you look and you carefully plan the day. But the best one I've made, I think, so far is the most recent one on the Patreon channel, where you really are thoughtful about planning that day, but you're not overwhelming yourself with information, and you're using these blocks of time. So when you finish planning, you've planned out all of next week through next Sunday, and you're able to look tomorrow and say, okay, tomorrow in the morning I have this, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay focused. And then in the afternoon I have this, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. In the evening I have this. Now, when is my mother's doctor's appointment? And you can look forward, or you can look at your month at a glance and say, oh yeah, that's not till the 27th or whatever, okay? All right, so that is planning and desk day. Then we're gonna pop over and we're gonna do dinner. So you've got, between planning and desk day and dinner, you've got a chunk of time for yourself or for you and your family. And then you know, okay, at 5 o'clock, I'm going to start my meal. So, ooh, have I laid out my food yet? That's something you want to look at in the morning. I like to write down what I'm having at the bottom of the page. What am I having today? Oh, I know what I'm having. We're having Stouffer's frozen vegetable lasagna. So I have to preheat the oven and get it in the oven an hour before I have to eat. So if I want to eat at 5:30, at 4:30, I have to 4:45, I have to preheat the oven. No, 4:25. Preheat the oven and put the food in at 4:30 so it'll be ready at 5. And I have to make a salad. So that's what I'm doing today. What do you have to do? What are your plans? Think it through. Think it through. Don't just say something. Oh, we're having vegetable lasagna. And then when you get to it and you read it and say, it's like 6 o'clock because you thought, oh, it's just, I don't have to cook, so yay. You go in there at 6 and it says, oh, you have to cook this at 400 degrees for 1 hour. And then you have to let it sit for 5 minutes. And then, you know, so it's like, oh gosh, we're not going to eat till 7:30. This isn't going to work. I'll have to do something else. Grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you. It doesn't happen to you. You think through. It's important. This is your job. Think it through. What are you doing for your family tonight for dinner? Okay. After dinner, we're doing the after dinner routine, which is dishes. They're either placed in the dishwasher or you wash them. We're wiping the table, we're wiping the counter and the stovetop, we're wiping the sink out, and we're sweeping the floor. Yesterday I had a little conversation with you about it. Most of you keep missing sweeping the floor. Sweeping the floor is not a big deal. You are not sweeping the entire floor. Again, we're just blessing the house. If you spilled some onions, you're sweeping them up. If there's some breadcrumbs on the floor, you're sweeping them up. If you know you spilled some salt, you're sweeping it up. You're not killing yourself sweeping the entire place for dog hair. This is not what we're doing. We're not worried about dog hair. We're worried about food particles. That's all we're worried about. So a little sweep and you're done. Delegate, delegate, delegate. If it's more than one person, then more than one person needs to help clean. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but I really sincerely mean it. And for those of you who are doing that, I know you are finding such peace and joy in that. All right, after dinner, you're going to do your before bed routine. So you're going to go wash your face and take a shower or a bath and moisturize your skin and lay out your clothes when you get your PJs out. That's it. That's the early part of it. Then you're going to put your children through their before bed routine, which includes a shower or a bath, putting their clothes in the dirty clothes, hanging their towels up when they're through, brushing their teeth, picking out a book. Maybe they had to wash their hair, maybe not, and laying out their clothes for tomorrow. Always link that with getting their pajamas. And that's that for them. And then once they're done, then they're ready to cuddle in and read a book, or you can read a story to them and they can go to sleep. Then and that might not happen right away. This before bed routine might be an hour after you do your before bed routine. But when it's time for them, that you know you've paced it out, you've reverse engineered it, you know what time they need to be asleep, you know how long it takes for them to get ready for bed, and you give them a 5-minute warning. In 5 minutes, we're going to start getting ready for bed. Nobody likes to be jerked up from play. You, me, or your children. So give them a warning. In 5 minutes, it's time to get ready for bed. And then in 5 minutes, okay, time to get ready for bed. They'll be a little easier to go into that. And then they do their thing, and then you tuck them in, and you still have a pocket of time for yourself. And then when it's the final time for you to get ready to go to bed, you're going to make sure you go in the kitchen, check the dishes to see if there's anything new that was added to the sink that needs to go in the dishwasher or be washed and put in the dish rack. Wipe the sink one last time, get a new towel for tomorrow, take that old one to the laundry room. Do any other little things you may need to do. I always check the doors to make sure they're locked. I close all 13 windows. I don't close the windows, I close all the little blinds and the curtains in the kitchen. I close everything, and then I go brush my teeth, floss my teeth, and go to bed. And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to do your final thing in the kitchen, and then go brush your teeth, floss your teeth, and go to bed. If there's anything other on your main routine, that's your main before bed routine. Anything else is not part of the before bed routine. It's a routine that you have in this home that you live in with these animals or these people or these, whatever the situation is. There are things you may need to do that might be different in another location. So this before bed routine is the thing that remains constant, okay? All right, and then you go to bed and have a nice sleep. Oh, I did forget to tell you, clutter checks with each meal. So after lunch, clutter check. After dinner, clutter check. Put it in your planner, CC. You know that means clutter check. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a fabulous day. I'm excited to talk to you again tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll be back to our regular schedule on Thursday, 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Have a wonderful day, and always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful. Bye.